Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach is likely the most controversial decision of the entire year so far. Almost everyone seems to have a differing opinion on how this fight went. Some people think Tank won, some people think the draw was fair, and I think most people seem to think Roach should have won. Obviously the main talking point for this fight has been the knee. If the knee is scored a knockdown, obviously everyone's in agreement, Roach should have won the fight. But if we take the knee out of it, who should have won if we just count every single punch that lands in the entire fight from round 1 to round 12? So I've taken the very arduous task of counting up every single punch between Tank and Roach, scoring it round by round and determining who won the fight. My criteria is split between 4 punches. A light punch is a punch that scores but has very minimal effects. This includes punches in the clinch, or punches that otherwise don't land correctly. A medium punch typically lands quite cleanly but doesn't cause much damage, and a moderate amount of force has been put into it, such as a jab to the face or a straight left to the body. A heavy shot is typically always a power punch that lands with a lot of force, or lands with perfect timing. A clean right hook to the body, for example, and a very heavy punch results in a serious effect on the opponent. A punch that hurts an opponent badly will be scored as a very heavy punch. We're going to add up the points at the end of each round and determine who won each round, and then by the end of the fight, determine who should have won the fight. Round 1 begins, and the first punch that lands is a straight right to the body from Lamont Roach. This is a textbook medium punch, so Roach gets 2.5 points. A light jab to the body from Roach, 1 point. Another light jab to the body from Roach, and again. Tank then loads up on a straight left to the body. This is half parried by Roach, but it did cause Roach to go backwards a bit, so I'm going to say a light punch. A left hand from Tank hits the chest area, so he gets a light punch again. Just for reference, if a punch is perfectly blocked, it won't count as a punch at all. Any punches I include from this point onwards do land in some way. Roach then loads up on a massive right hand on the guard. This is perfectly blocked, but it does cause an effect because of the weight of the punch, so it's going to be a light punch again, and that's going to end the round. With 1 medium punch counting 2.5 points and 4 light strikes, Roach is the clear winner with a total of 6.5. So 10-9 for Roach so far. Starting round 2, Tank lands a clean straight left to the body, a medium punch. Tank then loads up on a straight left to the face. This would be a heavy punch if it landed clean, but it was half blocked by Roach, so it's going to be a medium. Roach then stabs in with a medium jab, again with a medium jab, and a small light punch to the head in the clinch. Similar to round 1, a very inactive round, but simply because Roach was busier on the inside with that 1 punch, he very closely gets the edge by 1 point. Beginning round 3, Tank starts the round unusually fast, sticks Roach with a medium jab, comes down low with the right hook to the belt line. Even though it's a power punch, I'm going to say medium because Tank didn't put too much torque into it. Then Tank barely slips out of the way of a right hook from Roach. Then Roach lands a light jab to the body. Tank loads up on another straight left to the body, landing just below the glove, a medium punch. And here we have our first heavy punch of the fight. Roach slips the jab, but Tank plants his feet and lands a massive left hook to the body. This is the first significant power punch of the fight, and it's going to be a heavy punch. Roach then sticks in with a medium jab. Roach then slips a left hand and comes up with a left hook around the head, but doesn't land perfectly, so it's going to be a medium. Then Tank grazes with a medium left uppercut to the body. Just to clarify, this would be a heavy punch if it landed clean, but it only nicks this side of Lamont Roach, so it's going to be a medium. Roach then catches him very cleanly with a straight right to the face. This lands perfectly, it's going to be a heavy punch. Tank's straight left to the body is partially blocked, it's going to be a light punch. Now this punch is quite tricky to categorise. It does look like Roach perfectly parries the straight left from Tank, but when you slow it down it does look like Tank lands it initially, but Roach takes the impact off with the parry. I'm just going to say a light punch because it clearly didn't have any effect. Roach then sticks him again cleanly with a straight right to the face, another heavy attack. Roach then slips a straight left from Tank, catches him coming in with a downward right hand, which is going to be a medium. Tank hits him to the side of the ribs with a right hook. If it landed further down it'd be a heavy, but on the ribs it's a medium. Then Tank gets in with a heavy straight left to the face. Tank then digs with a straight left to the body, but it's hard to tell if it's blocked or not. Based on the sound of the punch it sounded like it was blocked, so I'm going to say it's a light punch. Roach then hits him with a medium jab, a nice medium left hook to the body on the inside, a nice chopping right hand around the guard that staggers Tank a bit, but it does get partially blocked, so I'm going to say a medium. And that does it for the first action-packed round of the fight. Again, this is a ridiculously close round, which Roach only wins by 0.5 points, meaning he's just about won all 3 of the first 3 rounds. Beginning round 4, Roach sticks him with a medium jab, a medium straight right to the body, a straight left to the body from Tank himself. Roach misses a straight right to the body and gets countered by a straight left from Tank. This lands quite well, I'm going to say a heavy. Tank then clips him on the inside with what would have been a heavy punch. but Roach rolls with it last minute, so it's going to be a medium. Roach then lands 2 light shots on the inside, but the second shot left hook does cause Tank to go off balance for a second, so it's going to be a medium. Medium straight left from Tank, followed by a light jab to the belt line. Roach misses the jab and gets countered clean by a left hand. Another heavy punch. Another heavy counter from Tank. Roach catches Tank dipping with a counter uppercut, which is going to be a heavy. Based on the way Tank sort of flew backwards, Tank dives in for a clinch. Roach hits him twice with 2 light shots on the inside. Then when they separate, Roach counters with a chopping right hand. You could make a case for a heavy shot for this one, but there wasn't much force put into the right hand, so I'm going to say medium. Tank complains to the ref and at the same time gets stuck by a stiff jab. There was a lot of force put into this one, but Tank was moving away, so I'm going to say medium. And that does it for the round. This time Tank has the edge with 23.5 to Roach's 18, making it 39-36, 3-1 Roach. Roach kicks off round 5 with a heavy straight right to the face. Tank with a medium right hook to the body. They exchange on the inside for a while, Roach with a medium right hand around the guard. A nice medium uppercut through the guard. Catches him coming in on the forehead with a right hand. Another medium. Tank comes down with a heavy right hook to the body. Another heavy left to the body. The second is so far below the belt line, it's basically on the leg, I'm not going to count it. Roach checks in with a medium left hook. A nice medium straight to the belt line from Tank. Tank hits him with 2 medium straight lefts. The first was actually blocked, but because of the force behind it, it caused an impact. As Tank dips down, Roach hits him with a medium body shot. You can't really see it, but Tank does dig with a left uppercut to the body. But it's a very short punch, so I'm going to say medium. Roach gets 2 light shots on the inside. Tank blatantly hits him with a shoulder in the clinch, to which Roach responds with a right hook. That hook on the inside almost spanned Tank's jaw around, I'm going to say heavy. A medium left hook to the body from Roach as Tank moves away. A medium jab to the face from Roach. And that does it for the round. Roach has the edge once again, 27 to Tank's 22.5. Roach kicks off round 6 with a heavy left hook to the body, followed by a medium jab. Again with a medium jab to the head. Tank digs with a heavy body shot, and loads up again for another heavy body shot. The straight left hits the guard, but a medium right hook around the guard. A partially blocked medium straight right from Roach. Tank then puts a tremendous amount of force into a left hook to the head. But Roach stands up to it. I'm going to say this is the first very heavy punch of the fight. A medium jab from Roach. A medium right hook around the guard. And again with the left. Roach gets 4 light shots on the clinch. Tank gets 1. Tank clips him with a heavy straight left. Tank loads up for a straight left to the body, but Roach parries it. But there is some weight behind it, so I'm going to say a light punch. A medium body shot from Tank. A strong heavy body shot from Tank again, followed by a medium left hook to the body. A partially blocked medium straight left. A medium jab from Tank. Hard to tell what shots land from Roach on the ropes, so I'm going to say 3 light shots. A medium straight left from Tank that Roach somewhat rolls, but follows up with a second heavier one. Roach clips him with a light shot on the inside, and that does it for the round. Tank has quite a strong lead in this round, almost doubling Roach on points, making it now 58-56 to Roach. We enter the second half of the fight. Roach kicks off round 7 with a medium jab, a medium left hook to the body, followed by a nice heavy right uppercut. Roach then lands a heavy right hook around the guard, again with a medium right hook, and a decent medium uppercut on the inside through the guard. Tank hunches over to throw straight to the body, but at the same time Roach intercepts with a jab to the face. This would be a heavy because of how well timed it was, but Roach didn't put too much force into it, so I'm going to say a medium jab to the face. A strong heavy body shot from Tank. Tank catches him coming in with a heavy body shot, but Roach catches him with a right hook again, which is going to be a medium. Tank partially lands with a medium straight left. From Roach, a medium right hook around the guard and a medium body shot. A light body shot from Tank. A medium straight from Roach doesn't land too clean. A strong heavy left hook to the face from Tank. Tank hits him with 2 hooks to the face, but Roach rolls with both of them, so they're going to be medium. 1 light shot to the body from Roach in the clinch, and a medium shot to the head. A medium left hook to the body, again with a medium jab. Roach clips him dipping down with a medium hook. Another medium hook around the guard, again with the left. 1 more time with the left hook. A medium straight from Tank. Tank misses the jab and gets checks coming in with the left hook, but does follow through with the straight left. But Roach only catches the end of it, so it's going to be a medium straight right from Roach. Tank hits him on the glove with a left hook, but there's impacts there, so it's going to be a light punch, a light shot to the body from Tank. Then Roach rips twice with 2 heavy body shots, and that does it for round 7. In response to a strong round from Tank, Roach responds with an even stronger one, having a lead by 38 points. Roach kicks off round 8 with a medium jab, and again, lands a light and then a medium shot to the body in the clinch. Roach tries to set up a straight right to the body, but in the weigh-in gets caught by a short left hook by Tank. This is actually similar to the sequence that Tank used to knock out Rolly Romero. For most boxers this would be a KO blow, but Roach has an iron chin and stood up to it. So I'm going to say a very heavy punch from Tank. Another medium jab from Roach, countered by a heavy straight left from Tank. Tank hits him with another heavy straight left hand, but Roach immediately comes back with a pull counter right cross. This punch seriously staggered Tank, and this is the most hurt Tank has ever been in a fight. No question this is a very heavy punch, but because of just how hurt Tank was by this punch, I think this does account for more than 10 points, so I'm going to say 20 for this one. Essentially two very heavy punches. Tank then glances with a medium left hook, then a light body shot in the clinch. Roach hits him with a heavy left uppercut. Tank hits the body, but it's blatantly low, so I'm not going to count it. A medium jab from Roach intercepts Tank with a heavy chopping right hand. Tank grazes past the forehead with a looping shot, which is going to be a medium. And that concludes round 8. Roach once again having the lead, this time by 17 points. Roach begins round 9 with a partially blocked straight right, which is going to be a medium right hook around the guard, and the same with the left hook. Then Roach hits with a light jab to the eye, and this is the famous punch that causes Tank to take a knee because Vaseline gets in his eye. Now obviously this punch should be counted as a knockdown, but the official call was not a knockdown, so I'm going to score the round as if it was normal. Roach lands a series of hooks around the guard, one left hook, a second right hook, a third again with the right, and one more time with the left. This is actually a really slick sequence from Roach. Roach perfectly times him on the inside with a left uppercut, snapping Tank's head back. Tank lands 2 light body shots on the inside in the process, but Roach counters again with a straight right, sending Tank backwards. Both the uppercut and the straight right are going to be heavy punches. This is followed by a heavy straight from Tank, to which Roach responds with a right hand that bounces off the forehead, which is going to be a medium. In the process, Roach puts himself in the line of fire himself with a massive left hand, which is going to be another very heavy punch for Tank. A medium left hook around the guard from Roach, a heavy left uppercut on the belt line from Tank, another heavy left hook from Tank. Tank then touches with the left, and with the momentum of Roach coming forwards, catches Roach coming in with a chopping counter right hand. This actually staggers Roach quite badly, and I'm going to say it's a very heavy punch again. A medium body shot from Roach, followed by a heavy one with the right hand. Tank then loads up on a heavy left hook around the guard, and again, but this time Roach catches with the glove, so it's going to be a light punch. Roach checks him coming in with a left hook, another medium, but Tank rolls under, hits Roach with a heavy left uppercut to the belt line, to which Roach responds with a heavy right hand of his own, followed by 2 heavy hooks to the body, to which Tank throws his own heavy body shot. Roach sticks him again with a medium jab. Tank swipes him with a medium right hook, hits Roach on the top of the head with a medium straight left, another heavy body shot, sticks Tank with a medium jab, catches Tank coming in with a heavy right hand, another medium jab, a medium straight to the body. Tank does throw and land 2 straight lefts, but they both get rolled, so I'm going to say medium. Then nicks him around the top of the head, and that does it for round 9. By far the most damaging round of the fight. They both land the highest amount of shots on each other, but Roach once again does have the edge here, by 5.5 points. Starting round 10, Tank is once again asking for a towel. Tank clips Roach around the guard with a medium left, jab from Roach. Roach clips him with a nice heavy right hand, medium hook around the guard, and again, 3 and now 4 more times around the guard with medium shots. Medium jab from Roach, clips Tank coming in with a straight right, but there's not much force behind it, so I'm going to say medium again. Roach misses and hits the shoulder with a right hand. Tank tries to come under it with an uppercut, but at the same time Roach checks in with a left hook, which staggers Tank a little bit, which is going to be a heavy shot. 2 light shots on the inside from Roach. Tank gets him through the guard with a heavy left. Roach touches with a light right hand to set up a medium left hook around the guard. Then down low with a medium body shot followed by a medium uppercut with the left. Tank sticks him with a medium jab. Hits the guard with a left hand, which is going to be a light. Hits him with another pull counter right hand, which is going to be a heavy. They both exchange medium body shots. Tank clips him with a heavy left hand, but Roach rolls with it, so it's going to be medium. A medium left to the belt line from Tank, and Roach gets a sneaky medium uppercut. They both exchange 4 light shots apiece on the inside. Tank gets him with the left, but Roach rolls with it, so it's going to be medium, then hits him with a heavy body shot. A heavy left around the guard, another heavy left to the face, and that does it for round 10. Roach once again has the edge by 12 points, making the score now 98-92 for Roach. I've only given Tank 2 rounds up to this point. Roach kicks off round 11 with a medium straight right that hits the glove partially. A medium jab, a medium left hook around the guard, followed by a medium straight left from Tank. Tank partially blocks the right hand, but the impact is medium. Roach hits him with a medium jab, Tank gets through with a partially blocked left hand. Then with the same hand he used to block the punch, he clips Tank coming in with a counter right hand. Perfectly placed, perfectly timed, it's going to be a heavy punch. A heavy left to the gut from Tank. A medium straight left to the body. Tank touches with a light jab. Throws two left hands, the first misses, the second hits, and it's going to be heavy. Another heavy straight left. Roach parries the left uppercut. A medium jab from Roach. And again with a jab. A medium right hook around the guard as Tank dips down. A strong heavy right hand to the body. A medium left around the guard. A heavy left hook to the body. Tank catches him coming in with a heavy stiff jab. Throws a left, but it just glances past the jaw, so it's going to be medium. Roach loads up on a heavy left hook around the guard. A heavy left to the belt line from Tank. Roach catches him perfectly dipping down with the right hand, it's going to be heavy. Catches him perfectly again with a right straight, followed by a counter left hook. These two will also be heavy shots. Tank nicks him with a medium partially blocked shot to the body. Clips him on the side of the head with a medium straight right. Then Tank hits him with a heavy right uppercut to the solar plexus. Another heavy body shot from Tank. They both exchange two heavy straights on each other. Tank hits him with a medium right to the body, but at the same time, Roach clips him with the right hand again on the chin, which is going to be heavy. Tank hits him with the uppercut to the chest area, which is going to be light. A medium right jab, a heavy straight left. Roach's straight is blocked, so it's going to be a light. Roach hits him with two heavy body shots. Tank hits him with a heavy uppercut to the gut, a medium right through the guard from Roach. And again, this time around the guard with a left. Then a light grazing shot with the left. Tank comes back with a heavy left of his own. Roach lands three medium shots inside or around the guard, a 3-4-6. Tank loads up once again on a heavy uppercut to the body. They exchange medium hooks to the body. They exchange straight shots, Tank's being a heavy, Roach is being a medium, and that does it for the round. I actually swear I'm trying my absolute best to be unbiased here. Keeping in mind I scored this a draw the first time I watched it. I'm trying to score the effectiveness of punches equally, but every single time besides 2 rounds I'm finding that Roach has the edge. And going into the final round by my criteria, Tank would absolutely need a knockout. Tank begins round 12 with a heavy uppercut to the body. Medium left hook from Roach, medium body shot from Tank. Medium body shot from Roach, Tank's straight left gets perfectly parried. Roach hits him with 3 medium shots around the guard. A medium right partial through the guard from Roach. Medium jab from Tank. And again, Tank misses the left and gets caught coming in with the left hook. And again with the left hook, both of which being medium. This left does get parried but also just about touches, so it's going to be light. Medium jab from Roach. And again, a heavy right hook to the body from Roach, preceded by a medium one. A well-timed left hook staggers Tank for a second, which is going to be heavy, then 2 medium shots on the inside, returned by a heavy shot from Tank. A medium jab from Roach. Medium left around the guard from Roach. Roach hits him with a series of 3 shots around or inside the guard, which are all going to be scored medium, then Roach clocks him with a slapping left hook. They exchange about 4 light shots in the clinch. A medium jab from Roach. A medium straight left from Tank partially lands. A heavy straight left does land, but gets rolled so goes down to a medium, then a medium body shot from Tank. Heavy left hook from Tank around the guard. The right from Roach hits the neck area, so it's going to be medium. Then a final medium jab from Tank, and that does it for both the round and the fight. And obviously once again Roach clearly takes another round. So ultimately I have scored it 118-110 in favour of Lamont Roach. You have to trust me, I had no anti-Tank agenda in my mind when I made this video. You can go back and compare to the actual fight footage. I think these scores I give these punches are quite accurate. I've been as objective as I possibly can. I think what makes this fight so one-sided when you actually look at it really closely is the defense of Lamont Roach. His subtle parries and slip counters do get missed by the casual audience. Now I will say in fairness that this criteria doesn't favour someone like Tank, who does have quite a low volume style. But even if he scored heavy punches with a 7.5 for example as opposed to a 5, Lamont Roach would still clearly win the fight because he also got heavy punches of himself. Roach did get the hardest punch of the fight in round 8 with the pull counter right hand. He also threw and landed more punches in every category except body shots. To add every punch from every round combined in my criteria, Tank got 3 very heavy punches, 42 heavy punches, 51 medium punches and 26 light punches. Roach got 2 very heavy punches, both of which stem from that punch in round 8. 33 heavy punches, 109 medium punches and 33 light punches. It may be different to the official CompuBox stats because I counted punches in the clinch as punches when CompuBox doesn't. But either way, the fight was officially scored a draw. At the time I thought that was a fair score, but looking closely it wasn't. And anyway, with that shocking outcome, that's going to do it for the video. I was going to say what fights do you want to see me rescore next, but this took so fucking long. I don't know if it's worth doing unless it's really relevant. Anyway, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Goodbye.